Hi guys, I'm here with my friend Charlie. Hi Charlie.
Hello everyone, how are you?
Um, I
Yes,
really love your accent, by the way.
thank you.
Can you introduce yourself to the audience right now?
Hello, my name is Charlie. I'm actually Thai, but I grew up in Singapore. So my accent is a bit, lah, Singaporean. Hope you can understand me. I try my best to make it clear for you.
It's
Nice to meet you.
it's pretty clear because
Yeah,
I lived in Singapore for many years.
yeah.
Yeah, I love
Okay.
Singaporean accent. It makes me
Thank
miss
you.
Singapore actually.
You know,
I used to
uh,
live there.
you miss the chicken rice, the Hokkien mee. Oh, okay.
No, I miss the I miss the stingray, the carrot cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, very
Yeah.
nice.
So, what's your ethnicity, Charlie?
So I'm actually full Thai. My parents are both Thai. But I lived in Singapore for most of my life. My parents are still there, 40 years. But now I'm based in Bangkok, doing my business here and working for a fintech company also.
Charlie is so talented. He can go in and out of different accents,
Yeah.
and sometimes you crack me up. So, can you tell me what are you currently doing?
Uh, so high level, I'm doing a company called Resume, right, where we help people with their career in preparation, finding oneself, and all elements within your career life. Right. At the same time, I also run a recruitment agency for startups mainly, and also working for a fintech company as their head recruiter.
Ever since I've known you, you're a multitasker. You always have so many things that you're doing at the same time.
Yeah.
But let's go into resume.
Yes.
Is it because of your recruitment background that you decided to create this startup of your own, resume?
Okay. So story for resume is I've been in recruitment for many years. Okay. And what I see in Thailand is people who apply for jobs. A lot of times they're really high potential. When I pick up the phone and have a chat with them, they're amazing. But then when it comes to the resume, oh no, like what happened? So I started this out of a passion project, right? Because I realized that at that point in time, not a lot of, there was almost no one in Thailand doing it. So I was like, hey, you know what? Why not me lah? Huh? I go first. Okay, so that's how it started. Fast forward today, I think it's been 2.5 years. More and more people are getting to know about us, and I'm surprised. At first I thought it would be fresh grads, students using us, but a lot of our clients are managers, more senior people. So I think these are the people who really know that investing in one's career really pays off.
I'm gonna give my sort of like personal experience getting in touch with you in terms of resume. Actually, a friend, and I think it's probably a common friend of ours, was the one who told me I should get in touch with you because um I think what the situation that a lot of people might find themselves in is they have all the information, but they don't know how to articulate the information into a CV or a resume.
Mm,
And I think that hinders um, hinders the opportunity of getting seen
mm,
with potential employers.
correct.
So having a service like Resume actually helps you put things and structure things into perspective to be seen,
Yes.
which I didn't know before. Which, like, I didn't know there was like I can get help. It was usually okay. I'm gonna go online and kind of see what structures are there and kind of follow the certain structures. But then it's a lot of trials and errors.
Mm.
But I think for what you're providing is you've basically you kind of consolidated everything that works for the workplace. Am I correct?
Correct. So just to add on a little bit, globally, especially in the Western world, for many decades, people have paid or actually went beyond to invest in their career, right? So this could mean like setting themselves up for interview training, resume writing overseas actually costs you around like some places 20,000 baht. But we're not at that level, don't worry. So with that in mind, I just saw that, hey, people here have got high potential. The industry is growing very quickly here, especially with the tech startups, international companies entering Thailand. Sorry. So I thought, hey, let's just start with resume. But at the same time, we also apply our expertise in LinkedIn writing, in interview training, how to network, how to make your career jump, salary negotiation, everything to do with your career. We are like that person that people now talk to us about, uh, you know.
So it's like a all-in-one basically.
Yeah.
Um, I'll share my friend Joe's personal experience prior to using your service. He was telling me like I think for a good year or so, he couldn't get any employer to get back to him or any recruiter to get back to him. But when he was able to find out about Resume and then structure his resume and CV in the proper way, within a month he was already recruited.
Yes.
And he was telling me, and this is like an important thing which you just mentioned, that in terms of cost, he said it's very affordable for an average person to use the service.
Correct. Yeah. So view it as an investment in itself, right? Some people see the price and they're like, oh, wow, so expensive. But then I'm like, when you go to your shabu shabu, how much do you pay? And then they're like, yeah, actually, you're right. Right. When you go to Zara, how many t-shirts do you buy? Where does that get you if it still leaves you stuck looking for a job? Right. So it's a new concept. I understand a lot of people here may find it a bit difficult to see the value in that. But trust me, when you get that job, you're happy for 6 months, the pay is coming in, you're happier than when you're sitting there for 6 months. Shit, when am I gonna get my job? Why is no one calling me? You choose. Yeah.
Well, I like the fact that you shared that this came from you. And because it came from you, it didn't come from, okay, I'm going to do business, I'm going to make money out of people. It actually came from the fact that you were looking at yourself first. And because of that, it actually comes from a place where it comes from a place of value, and the value of people using the service and how it's something that's missing that people need too.
Yes.
So I think that's really cool.
Yes. So context, I don't know if some people know, a lot of wealthier parents here, they pay for the kids to secure spots in top universities from the age of 15, 16, millions of baht. And when it comes to people like ourselves, most people in the working world, you actually feel stuck sometimes, right? You actually feel like, hey, I don't know where to go in my life. Do I go left? Do I make the job change now? Hey, maybe I should. But when I do, how come no company is reaching out to me? Oh, maybe it's just your resume. Maybe it's your LinkedIn profile. Maybe it's the way you present yourself when you interview. So many factors, but hey, end of the day, we all want a job that satisfies us and actually keeps our well-being, constant. Yeah.
Further to share about myself, it's like for me, it's like I have a huge list of like experience in the entertainment world, and then I have like the corporate world, and then I've kept it separate. But through like getting like Charlie's advice, I realized that I need to be able to integrate it somehow. So that's my individual situation, and that's how it works with each person individually, because they have something that you're able to see and pick and choose to help enhance them.
Yeah. Each person is very individualistic. There is no copy and paste resume. Trust me, even if you're from the same role, there are a lot of things that can be adjusted to, get you ahead.
Okay, Charlie, you have so many different aspects to yourself, and that was more or less like the corporate and the business side of you.
Yes.
And I have that side of me too, but then you also have this really light side of you, especially now that you have your own content on TikTok. Can you tell me how did that come about?
Okay. So, do y'all remember the lockdown? Oh my God, so boring, right? So one day, my friend who was working at TikTok, he's like, Charlie, you should get TikTok. But then the first thing I told him was, isn't it for Sequoia and when? Back in the day, it was not really for, the urban night, let's put it that way. And it was more of an app for really random content. So anyway, fast forward, I was bored. I downloaded TikTok. I saw the opportunity that this could be the next big thing. I just randomly posted content, edited my videos from scratch, and wow, it started blowing up, right? And because of that, now, fast forward, my niche is in accents and insider lifestyles. But before that, PG, actually, you have to be 18 plus, then you can watch. But now I keep it more cool, you know, because I have a what do you call reputation or so, right? I cannot anyhow.
Well, I think that's important about content that we were discussing. It's like you started up, but then along the way you start to find like,
Fine tune.
you fine tune it
Yeah.
and everything. And that comes from your background too.
Yes.
Your corporate background, because that's what you constantly do in fine tuning,
Yes.
and you're just using it with with what you do in terms of content.
Yeah.
So what are key takeaways from having like done content on TikTok, like the feedback that you get from people and everything?
So at the start, everyone gets their 15 minutes of fame, right? I had big brands messaging me, I had Nike, I had hotels, things like that. Those were my heydays. Fast forward, it's a very competitive market, which is why the key is to really be niched down as a personality for people to remember, right? You can't just create content every day and expect people to be like, oh, okay, Charlie's making another content. It's like people nowadays on TikTok or just on TikTok, they have this thing called TikTok community, right? So on TikTok is different from Instagram, Facebook, where you just post, haha, great life you're having. But TikTok is different. You don't really, what do you call it? You don't really manufacture or manipulate content. It's really from the core, from here, or like what one is passionate about, right? So because of that, the key takeaway, like I said, is at the end of the day, people remember you for you, right? Your content is just a supportive of who your personality is, at least on TikTok.
Oh, that's such good tidbits and advice, because I think a lot of times we're looking at other influencers or like, watching through other people's like testimonials, but then at the core of it, you just need to be who you are.
Yes.
And then from there, then you create the stories along with who you are. And then just to go back, because you were saying when and Sky and that's like
back in the day.
back in the day, and and these are Thai terms, by the way. So like to explain it in English, it's like I would best explain it's like heartlanders, like
It's English, Alien Abing.
yeah. Because like if that's my impression too. I'm more active on TikTok as well,
Yes.
because my previous interpretation of it was like, oh, you had to be like super heartland, a farmer, doing like these really funny content, and sometimes meaningless, sometimes
Yes.
not. And then now along with Charlie, I realized that TikTok it's a huge ocean. So basically there's something for everyone, and the more you are yourself, I think they're hungry for something that's like different and diverse.
Yes.
So what's your TikTok, by the way?
Charlie Bradley, CHARLYE BRALIE. You want to hear different accents? I can put on many accents right in the moment. 我也会说中文，日本語でもいいよ。韓国語ね、말해요.
Was that like real language?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some broken, but hopefully you understood. Yeah.
Well, I think in this day and age where there's like so much like weight and heaviness and distraction, sometimes going through content like yours just kind of lightens the day, especially for me.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, Charlie. Basically, I just wanted to like really have like a conversation with you about what I feel there's a lot of value to this day and age where in the workplace, it's very hard. People are upscaling themselves, and sometimes they just need to have the right sort of guidance. So I think what you've started in terms of Resume is such a good service, and I've used it myself. And yeah, that's about it. Is there anything you want to say to the people out there before we wrap this up?
We all have a life, right? We all have challenges in life: career, love, family, money. But hey, a main part of our lives is our career. And sometimes, sorry, you should be able to reach out for help. So that's where I am. You can reach out to Resume. You can talk to me directly, ready to help you, because a career really consists almost more than half of your life. So you call the shots. Reach out anytime.
All right, guys. Okay, goodbye from both of us.
See you.